Before heading out into the mountains, we all have the questions like what to pack, what to buy, and if I'm taking the right equipment on the slopes. If you also get these questions before every trek, this video is for you. The first layer or the base layer on any winter trek should comprise of a thermal. Can be a light thermal having merino wool or can be a regular one. A regular one is usually a little bit bulkier than a sports thermal and sometimes hinders in the movement during a long trek. Whereas a merino wool thermal or something similar keeps the layering light and even keeps it odor free. The second layer can be a regular dry fit t-shirt, preferably a long sleeve to prevent tanning during a summer trek. Third layer usually comprises of a fleece and the material should feel something like this. The next layer can be a down or a hollow fill jacket. A down jacket is lighter as it's filled with down feather but requires more maintenance and care. Whereas a hollow fill jacket is a bit bulky and has more weight compared to a down jacket and takes more space in the backpack. A down jacket usually has a stow pocket too in order to make it compact when not in use. The final layer or something that always comes in handy when the weather changes or during a summit push where there can be high winds, a weatherproof or a shell jacket. You need to make sure that it's made of a good weather resistant material from the outside and has sealing tapes on the stitches visible in the interiors of the jacket to prevent water to seep inside during rains or a heavy snowstorm. The same weather seal material should also be checked when going for a pant that can prevail in any conditions when on a slope, and they can keep your lower part of the body dry during heavy downpours. A regular trekking pant is always great to have, which has pockets and can be worn during daytime while on the treks to keep you comfortable. During winter treks, a thermal can be worn as a base layer if it's too cold for you to wear just one layer. Otherwise, we recommend to have a pant that has fleece lining inside to keep the legs warm and a weather resistant material on the outside. All the jackets and pants can be rolled efficiently like this to make them more compact, as in turn they will take less space in your backpack. Always carry multiple pairs of socks when on a multi-day trek, as it maintains your hygiene levels, and in case if you have wet socks, it's always good to have several pairs. For winters, you can also have woolen socks or even club 2 pairs to insulate your feet better. You must have a good pair of trekking shoe that provides ankle protection with a sole that offers efficient traction when on the slopes. To learn more about how to choose your trekking shoes, you can click on the I button to learn more about it. Also, it's a must to carry a pair of floaters when you're on a trek that might have a water crossing section, as they offer a firm grip on loose rocks. Balaclava offers protection to both head and face and is very useful during summit climbs, when you can encounter adverse weather, and it provides great wind protection at high altitudes. A buff or a face mask can be used to cover the face, and a separate woolen or sun cap can be worn to protect your head. Buff can also be used as a head cover or a neck gaiter. The sun cap protects from rain or harsh sun during a monsoon or a summer trek respectively. Head torch is a must, especially on the treks when you have to move at night while crossing a pass or going to a summit. Just check for the battery life and carry enough backup to last you on the trek. Always carry a pair of sunglasses that are fully covered on the sides and offers wind protection. It's better if they offer UV protection and have interchangeable lenses, as during the night treks you can switch to a yellow clear lens for a better visibility. These kind of glasses are also helpful to those having power related complications. Carry a pair of gloves that has inner as well as an outer, as they provide better insulation and can even offer waterproof capabilities. All your small equipment and gear can be packed into small individual bags and can also be put into balaclava or buffs to keep everything together. While packing your backpack, make sure to have an order that will help you finding your gear in a better way. All the heavy gear must be packed on the back side of the bag that stays closer to your back in order to maintain the center so that bag stays snug with your body. All the lighter gear can be in the front parts of the bag. Once your bag is packed, make sure that it stands straight on the ground. That will be extremely helpful when in the mountains and is also a sign of a well-packed bag. To learn more about how to carry your backpack and how to walk in the Himalayas, watch our other trek hack videos here.